channel. Today I have my Best in Beauty. Yay! Now, if you're new to my channel, I typically split these up. I do face and tools, then I do my eyes, and then I do lips. So there'll be 3 different parts to this series. I do it every year, and if you, again, are new, I tend to, and I have always done this, where I choose products that I discovered in the year that I am doing my Best of Beauty. Even if they have been sitting out for years out in on the market, and I just personally have not tried them myself. So if they're new to me, even though they may not be new to the market, I'm going to showcase them if they have really impacted me, something that really stood out to me this year. So I am doing face and tools today. I am very, very excited. I have everything laid out for you guys. I have gone through my collection, made sure I was not missing anything, something that I thought maybe really needed to be told in this video. I was going to show you guys. So if you're interested to see what has made my Best in Beauty 2016, just stay tuned. So I'm going to start out with tools just to get them out of the way completely. And there has been 3 different things that have really stood out to me this year. Things that I use in my everyday routine as far as when I apply my makeup. So I wanted to share those with you. The first thing is I discovered Bdellium tools this year. This is just one of my favorite brushes that they did send to me. I have had a full collection as far as like a 5-piece collection, and then they sent me another few ones, and I have fallen in love with the brand. It is inexpensive. I love that they cater to everyone. If you are special effects type of makeup artist, if you are a regular makeup artist, or you're just a normal person that just wants to try out or have a set of brushes, they have everything you could think of. Synthetic, animal, vegan brushes, all the way down to the handle that they make is completely 100% cruelty free and vegan. So they have so many different lines. I love their brushes specifically for their eyes. This one in particular is my all-time favorite, is the 776. I love it. It just suits me really well for my eyes, blends out. As you can see, it's dirty because I used it today, but I love it. They don't shed, they don't go wonky. I don't feel like I'm not getting my money's worth. So if you're curious to try a new brush line, I would definitely recommend Bdellium tools. Up next is something that has been forever on the market. I personally never thought I would ever use one or care to use one, and it has come in handy completely this year, and that is a wedge, just a makeup wedge. This is what I use to set under my eyes. Obviously this is a new one. This is the one I'm currently using, which is pretty dirty. But I love to set under my eyes. I place this in my powder and then just set under here, and I can really get a nice crease line right here, or if I am contouring my nose around here, or if I want to clean up my contour, I use this wedge. These are so inexpensive and they have been around for so long. They have come in handy for me. I just use one. Once I see that it's really dirty, I just toss it and grab another one. Very inexpensive. I never thought in a million years would I ever use this. I've used all sides, including this side, to set under here, clean up things. This is great. Try it, trust me. This has changed the way I set my under eyes now, and I love this thing. The next and final tool is something that came towards the end of the year, and I use this every single day when I do my concealer, and it's the Swisspers blending mini brushes. I got these at Walmart. I heard Emily Noel talk about these. These obviously are new. This is the one that I'm using right now. They're so soft, and they blend really nicely under my eyes. I tend to have darkness in the inner corner of my eyes, like really in here, and it's very hard for me to find something to blend it out. A beauty blender or a beauty sponge is just too big to get in there, and those just work wonderfully because now I can correct in there and be able to blend it out, and it doesn't look all funky or caked up or anything. And I love these. These are only $3 at Walmart. I have bought about 2-3 boxes. I've gifted this as well. These are just great, inexpensive sponges. I've been using the one that I currently have for over a month, maybe even 2 months now, and I haven't had to replace it. It's so good. It washes well. It doesn't stain so far. It just, I can't see it not being useful. I even use this thing to help around my nose Sometimes I get gathering of foundation around my nose, and this just blends it out very, very beautifully. So this is another thing that has changed my makeup game. I love it. This will forever be a staple in my collection. Now on to the next category, which is the face. I forgot to mention in the beginning that there will be some categories I will not have anything of because I didn't discover anything, or I just used what I had in my collection and I was perfectly fine, or the things that have worked in the previous years I'm just continuing to use. So you may not see a product in every category, just a heads up. The next thing I want to show you guys is something that I did mention about 2 years ago, but I have added it to a different type of use as well, and that's why I am sharing it with you guys again today. It is pure organic almond oil. I just love this stuff. As you guys can see, I am almost done with this one, and I bought this back in July. I use this as a body lotion for my body, but I incorporated this into my under eye routine. I place it under my under eye at night, and it just moisturizes my skin under my under eye so beautifully that I feel like at times I wake up with it being plumper. It's more plump and less dark under my eyes. I do not get any more sleep. Every single night I am up for at least 2 hours. As you guys can hear, I'm stuffy. It's just part of the pregnancy, unfortunately. So I'm stuck with a stuffy nose until this child comes out. So this just helps with the dark circles. It helps with it being a little bit more plumper, and it moisturizes because I have dry under eyes in the wintertime really bad, where if I don't put anything under my under eyes when I'm doing my concealer, it'll look all crepey and make me look a lot older, and this has tremendously helped. I love it. It absorbs super quick. That's why I absolutely love it. Doesn't leave an oily residue. I don't feel like my skin, I have it on right now, I don't feel like my skin is super oily, but it feels soft. Moisturizer, has vitamin E, it has antioxidants in it, so it does help with the skin in general. I love this product. This whole bottle can last you a full year. I bought this in July, and because I use it on my body, it has gone faster, but if I only use it on my face, this could last me a few years. So I highly recommend pure almond oil. It doesn't have a scent either. It doesn't have some sort of coloring. It doesn't cling to your clothing. It's amazing, and I will always have this in my collection. Now on to the makeup. The next thing I have is foundation. I am not a foundation hoarder by any means, but this past summer I had used up, this past year I used up a lot of my foundations. So I didn't have a summer foundation at all. And I was dying to try this one, and I have fallen in love with it, and I feel like this is the only thing that I will ever use in the summer unless something new comes out. And what I'm talking about is the IT Cosmetics CC Color Correcting Full Coverage SPF 50 Cream. This is amazing. I love it. This is all that I use in the summertime. I didn't use anything else. My shade is medium for the summer. I love that it's a pump. I love that it has SPF 50. It has natural SPF. It's not the chemically one or the man-made one. So it doesn't give you flashback, which I love. I love the fact that it has SPF for the mere reason that in the summer I am always outside. I'm always running around, and I want to have that coverage on my skin. And this is just my all-in-one, easy to use. It covers everything that I want without making it look like a mask. And it's so lightweight, and it holds my oils so well. I love it. This is the only thing I have for the summer. I don't have any other foundation that is a summer color because this is the only thing I want to use. I love it. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend it. I discovered this past year finally, and I'm so happy because this will forever be a summer product that I will always have. I prefer this in the summer than in the winter, just because in the winter I'm not out as often, but in the summer I am always out, and this just saves me so many steps to get to the SPF 50, so, and the coverage, which is awesome. So I would definitely say if you're looking into this, get a summer one. Or if you live in a place where you have the sun all year round, this is great. Next up I have is the concealer category. This was something I was going to declutter in 2016. I never used it, and when I used it, I am obsessed. This is up there with my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. It is the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer. This thing is so good for dry under eyes. It has the perfect consistency. It reminds me very much of it, of the MAC Pro Longwear, but a little more emollient. It covers beautifully. It sets beautifully. And the color that I have, it actually works for me. I haven't purchased, I'm pretty sure this is the light. I haven't purchased the medium one, but I do want to get the other color just to have both. I love this thing, and this thing has so much product in it. I don't need a lot to cover under my eyes, and it is a squeezy tube, and that's what I love about this. I'm so glad I tried it before I decluttered it, because I have fallen in love with it, and this is definitely up there. I will forever have this in my collection. I want to use up the other concealers that I have, because I just want to use this and my MAC Pro Longwear. That's how good this one is. I love this one. I have only been able to find this online, and I think that Ricky's NYC does carry this. I'm not sure, but if you have one around, check it out, because I think they're the ones that carry it as well. I'm obsessed with this thing. Now, you guys have heard me say that I have dark under eyes now, more so than I did before, and I have found something that I love to cover them up. It's inexpensive, and I don't feel like it's too orange, too peachy, too light. It's just perfect, and I have it in 2 colors. What I'm talking about is the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. I love this thing. This is the one that I have in light. As you guys can see, I have a big dip in there. I use this every single day I put on makeup. I just use it in the inner corner and down a little bit right here, and it just it corrects my dark circles so well, and it holds up for a very, very long time. I've tested this for 12 plus hours, and it still stays on there. I don't feel like it fades and then my dark circles peek through. There has been some that I have had that has happened to me, and I feel like with this one doesn't. This is light. This is the one I use in the wintertime. I have medium for the summer when I get a little bit darker. I just love this. It's not so runny, and it's not so dry. It's like the perfect consistency, and it's so inexpensive. If you have dark circles, I would definitely recommend this. And it's not so orange, as you guys can see. It's not as orange or not too peachy. It's just that perfect color. I love this thing. Now, as far as powder, there has been one powder, and I only use this to set under my under eyes, and it's so inexpensive, and it's so good and finely milled. I love this one. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. So this is what it looks like here. I got mine at Target. It is in a translucent kind. It is... You get a lot of product. I don't know if you guys can see that. You get a lot of product in here. But this feels, I don't know how to describe it. It feels so soft to the touch. Super soft. It kind of reminds me of that baking product that you use that's so soft. That sugar powder, powder sugar. I don't know what it's called. But I love it. And one of the other main reasons why I love it, besides it being expensive and it works so well, it has a slight pinky hue to it that brightens under my eyes and helps to conceal my dark circles. That's why I like it. It's not so pink where I can't wear it because I don't have a pink undertone, but it's not white, stark white, where it's like too much. It's like that perfect color. That's why I enjoy it. I discovered it this year. I can't remember who I saw talking about it, so I went to my local Target and I ended up finding it. So I got this, and this is going to last me so long. I've only used this to set under my under eyes this year, and I'm not even halfway done with this thing. And this is about $4. So if you are looking for something new, something that is, I actually bake with this under my under eyes, and it doesn't make me look crepey. It doesn't dry out my under eyes, because some setting powders are for mattifying, and it's just too much for me for my under eyes, and this is just perfect. I love this. And I haven't found that it gives me flashback. If I completely dust it away well, it doesn't give me flashback. So that's the other thing I do enjoy about that. Now on to blushes. As you guys are well aware, this was going to be in my 2016 favorites. It is every single year, and every single year I rave about it. It is the Tarte Color Wheel Amazonian Clay Blush Palette. Every year they come out with a palette, and every year I'm obsessed with it. I love this thing. It sits in my drawer, in my vanity, because if I just don't feel like thinking about it, I have all the colors. I think by far this year has been the best, because you get your winter colors and you get your summer colors plus 2 highlighters. So it's just perfect. I don't have to really worry about what to choose, where to look. If I don't have time to look for a specific blush, or the blush that I have on my desk or my vanity desk is not going to match my makeup for the day, I could just pull this out and find something there. The quality is there. I feel like these are a lot softer than the older Tarte blushes. They're not as hard. They're not as hard to get color payoff, so you do have to be careful. You do get a little bit more powdery kick up with these because they're a little bit softer, but I love them. They last so long on my cheeks. This is one of my top, I would say definitely up there, blush formulas for oily skin. So I definitely love this. And I told you guys this was a great Christmas gift, and I did gift this as a gift because that's how much I love it. The next one I have is a drugstore one, and I got blown away by these. These are the CoverGirl True Blend blushes. They came out with 3 different colors. Unfortunately, it was just 3 different colors. I wish they could expand it because this formula is so beautiful. It's that soft, non-powdery kind of feeling. And it blends so nice with your skin. Oh, I love this formula. They came out with a light, medium, dark. I own all 3 of them. I love all 3 of them. They last on me. They just have this beautiful hue to your skin. It has that nice natural glow. They're not completely matte, but they're not shimmery or glittery by any means. And you know how hard that is to find something that isn't that way at the drugstore. I prefer this formula over their normal CoverGirl blushes that they have. I really like this. I don't feel like I need to pack on too much. I don't need to work too hard with these, and I don't get hard pan in the actual blush itself when I use these. 2 high-end blushes that I love. The first one is the Lorac, what are these called? The Lorac blushes that they recently came out with this year. Oh my goodness gracious. These are so good. From the packaging to the color variation that they came out with to the way that they blend on your skin. They just melt with your skin. I love them. They have mattes and they have ones that have like more of a satin finish in the collection. I own 3. I am dying for this year's 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta to hopefully they'll have these again at half price so I can get more of these. I love these. This one is just an Aura. This is the one that I would use this time of year. It's just gorgeous. The softness of it, the way it blends in your skin. If you're looking for a decent blush, but don't want to go to the drugstore and you don't want to go too high end, this is perfect. Perfect. I love these very much. The last blush that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Becca Luminous blushes. Oh my gosh. These just completely blew me away this year. They look shimmery, they look glittery, but when you place them on your skin, it's that glow within. You do not need a highlighter. It does not accentuate your pores. It does not accentuate texture. Becca knows how to make things glow without accentuating the bad stuff of your skin. So if you are tired of having matte blushes because you have texture scars, whatever the case may be, and you want to have that luminous glow, these blushes are so good. This one in particular is Tiger Lily, one of my favorites. I own all of them but one because there's too cool tone for me and I didn't really want it. I think it was a Camilla, something like that. But I own all of them and I love these. You do have to be careful because these can break easily. They're very soft. You do not need too much product to use on your cheeks, and I love these specifically in the summer. They just really brighten your skin, liven you up, wake you up. If you are sick and you need something to perk you up and make you look like you're alive, these blushes are it. Now on to bronzers. I didn't have any new bronzers last year, my 2015 Best of Beauty. This year I have 4 that I came across. I'm not a bronzer hoarder or one that always looks for the best next thing, but these just really stood out to me this year. First and foremost was the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer. This one is in bronze. I have never had a bronzer impress me so much like this one, and I'm so happy because at first we all thought it was limited edition, but it is a permanent one. I have the darker one. It just melts with your skin. It's the most natural bronzer ever. I love this thing, and as you guys can see, I try not to use it because the hoarder in me doesn't want to get rid of it, but I know I can buy another one. but I can contour with this and bronze at the same time. It's matte. It's beautiful. The formula reminds me very much of the Lorac blushes. It's just that soft, nice, blendable, blends into your skin type of formula. They did such an amazing job with these bronzers. If anybody would ask me one bronzer to have, I'd get rid of all of mine and just keep this one, to be honest with you. I love it that much. Another one that I love, this was limited edition, unfortunately, but I do want to mention it because I did use this during the summer when I wasn't filming. This is the Pure Glow Together Gradient Matte Shimmer Bronzer. It's that big one. This just, why did they make this limited edition? I love the fact that you get shimmer and then you got matte. You can mix it all together, which is what I did in the summer, or you could separate it. The only downside is that this was so powdery that I'm pretty sure that I'm about to hit pan right on this little corner right here. You hit pan so quickly on it. You don't get too much product for what the cost was, but it was such a beautiful bronzer. This really is a really nice bronzer. Next up is this Too Faced one. This one is in the Sweet Tea. It came in this packaging right here. This was in the Sweet Tea. This one, I can say that if you are asking me for one shimmery bronzer and you want to go high end, this is the one that I would choose, because this does not pull too cool tone and it doesn't pull too warm tone. It is a perfect neutral shimmery, and I wouldn't even say shimmery, it's like more of a sheen. It doesn't really have that sparkle. It's more of like that glow within type. This is gorgeous. It is baked. See how beautiful that is? It doesn't really look so glittery and shimmery. It's just that nice subtle glow. I love this one. I'm so glad I took the plunge and tried it. This is the first time they come out with the baked kind in the hearts. Love it. You could separate them. I like to just blend them together and form the bronzer. I use a big fluffy brush with this, and I don't feel like it makes my face look glittery, shimmery. It's not too much for the skin, and I feel like anyone can use it because it is such a neutral based bronzer. The last one, and one that you probably only saw in a haul, but I never showed it again because I did not film, like I told you, for 2 months in the summer. But this one really I liked. If you're looking for one in the drugstore, this was new. This is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. This is the Glow Bronzing Baked Bronzer. So this is what the packaging looked like of it. And it was the one that looked like this. Out of all of Physicians Formula baked shimmery bronzers, this is my #1 pick. And I have it in light medium and medium dark for the darker times in the summer. The reason why I'm recommending this and saying that this is one of my top of 2016, because this is the first time I find a shimmery bronzer at the drugstore that is not orange. This, again, has a nice neutral base to it. It is not too warm. It is not too cool. It is that perfect tone. I find that every time I find a shimmery bronzer like this, it's always orange, which for me personally, I can work with it because I do get darker in the summer, and I can go either way as far as undertones. But this one is just, I don't have to really worry about it. I can use this in the winter or the summertime and not have to worry about it being too oompa loompa on me. Every time I wore it, it just looks so beautiful. This again does not have shimmer. It doesn't have glitter flexes like some of the other baked bronzers that I have come across. This one is again that same sheen within. It is so soft. See how really pretty that is? It's not glittery at all. Like you could tell right there, it's not glittery, it's not shimmery. It doesn't have that. It reminds me very much of the Too Faced Sweet Tea one, but just a drugstore version of it. And I don't hear anybody talking about this one, and this one was one of my top bronzers in the summer. Last but not least is highlighters. Highlighters, this one I think has the most of them, but I'm going to go through them really quickly and not take up too much time because I'm pretty sure this video is already long enough as it is. First and foremost, the one that I love for natural, everyday highlighting. I don't have to think about it. It's not going to make me look horrible. It's going to go with every look that I decide to do. It is the Essence Pure Nude one. This one you guys have heard everyone rave about. It's that beautiful glow within natural bronze or highlighting effect to it. I love this one. I would highly recommend it for anybody. Young, old, in between. It doesn't matter. This is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. The next one that I have is from Wet n Wild. It is the Precious Metals, as you guys can see. This one I'm so glad that they made permanent because they really needed to make this one permanent. It is beautiful. Definitely one of my top highlighters for the whole entire summer. I hated pulling this out because I knew at the time it was limited edition, but now that it's permanent, it is, you're going to see it more often. I'm telling you that right now. I love it. It is not too pink. It is not too gold. It's like that neutral champagne-y color. It's gorgeous. It is definitely a highlighter. This is not subtle by any means, but it doesn't have shimmer or glitter to it, which I love. If you wet your face and put this on top, you are going to get a foiled look. It is gorgeous. The next one that they did come out is not a permanent one, which I wish they did. This one is the Highlighting Glow Gold Bar. This one is gorgeous. Love this one. I wore this for over 14 hours on my oily skin, and at the end of the day when I took off my makeup, I still saw this highlighter on my skin. That's how good this is. It is gorgeous. It's more gold base, so I feel like this is definitely going to work for more light, medium, all the way up to dark, deep skin tones. I don't feel like fair may like this very much. But if you could still find it, this was a great steal. I wish they could have made this permanent. The next drugstore one is one that you can get at Ulta. This is the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick Radiant. This, my friends, I love it because you can customize your highlighter however you want. If you mix them all together, it's more of a rosy highlighter. If you want to do more white base down here, if you want to do more bronzy up here, or I'm holding it upside down obviously, but you know what I'm talking about. These remind me of the Physicians Formula Shimmer Bricks. These remind me of the Bobbi Brown ones. This is so finely milled. It's not powdery. It's not hard to pick up product. It's really, really good. They did a great job with this one. They have a darker one, which is more of a bronzier one, but I prefer this one in Radiant. Love it. It's not that, I think this was $7. The best $7 I spent at Ulta, to be honest with you. I love it. This was one of the first things I ever bought from Makeup Revolution, and I completely skipped out the eyeshadows. I still have yet to own any Makeup Revolution eyeshadows because I've been going to their face stuff more because I've been loving them, and this is no exception. Another drugstore one that I love, 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 love is the NYX Strobe of Genius. This is just perfection. I love the fact that they gave you so many different varieties of colors, so you can actually just have this and you're set. You don't need anything else. I purposely did not buy any of the Anastasia Moonchild, all those colorful highlighting palettes that she came out with, because I had these right here. If I weren't going to use these often, why was I going to spend more money on something that I wasn't going to use ever? You know what I mean? These, if I want to use one of these, I have it right here. It's just great. This one and this one obviously are my favorite. I love them. This one I can use as a blush topper, but I feel like this caters to any skin tone, any type of look you want to do, any type of personality. If somebody really wants something to stand out, they have it right here. It's very inexpensive. It's permanent. This is awesome. If I were to pick a highlighter for somebody who wants a variety of highlighters, this is what I would purchase for them because it's an all-in-one stop shop. Promise you guys, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Next up is my Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in Sin. Every time I wore this sucker, somebody would ask me, what was I wearing? It just melted into my skin. It was just gorgeous. I loved it. It's not, I don't feel like this is too gold or too, it's more of a neutral base, so that's why I like it. I can use this all year round. It really pops, or I can make it really, really subtle. I love the formula on these, super soft. I'm so happy I listened to me and not listening to certain reviews and didn't get it because it worked for me. I have oily skin, so highlighters tend to look even better for me throughout the day because they melt into my skin. So I love this one. This is the one specifically that I loved out of the three that they came out with, and I still use it even in the winter time. Now, one that was towards the end of the year that I loved is just the Makeup Geek highlighters. This is the Kathleen Light one. I didn't buy any of the individual ones because I felt like I had what I needed in this one. These can be very bright in your face, But the good thing about these is they melt. Right when they start to warm up with your skin, I feel like they melted into my skin and it really looked like a glow within. Like I caught myself looking in the mirror like, oh, I like that highlighter you got going on there. It just melted into my skin. It worked so well. It didn't give me any texture on my skin. I didn't see any of that texture that some highlighters may do. It worked so well when you apply it and you see it just melt into your skin throughout the day. It looks even better. I love the formula of these. I feel like she did such a great job with the formula that I would want to purchase some individual ones. I am content with this one for now, but I love the new Makeup Geek highlighters. I think that they're great. I think that they're worth looking into if you are interested in something new. And finally, I have my last ones, which is the Anastasia Glow Kits. I own 3 and only 3 of them. These 2 were limited edition, so I hate to mention them, but they were my favorites. I love the fact that these are cool tone. These are more warm tone, so I can do one for the winter, one for the summer. I love these for my makeup kit because I have all that I need in these. But the one that I loved the most was the one in Sun Dipped. Sun Dipped, I feel like, was a different formula than these 2. It was a lot more buttery, more soft. It melted better into my skin, and this was an impulse buy. I already had owned these 2, and I felt like this one was going to look very much like the That Glow, but something told me to purchase it. I didn't consult with anyone. I just went ahead and bought it, and it was the best decision I have ever made. This one is definitely one of my favorites for the summertime. Obviously, these 2 are my favorite right here. I do like to use this one right here as a blush topper. I rarely use bronzed, but I have it there just in case I do want, to use it on someone else or just change it up a little bit. But I feel like this formula in this one is so much better than these. And these you can't find, I believe, and the Sun Dip one is still available. I feel like this one's the permanent one, and I'm so glad she made this one the permanent one because I feel like that's the best one. So there you guys have it. That is my face and tools. I told you guys this is probably going to be the longest one out of all 3 of my series, just because I had a lot this year that I discovered. I really dipped my toes into a lot of things. I'm so happy with it. So I will list them all down below just in case you are curious or you just skip through some parts because this is way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did like it. Stay tuned for the next 2 installments of this series. If you are not subscribed, I would highly recommend you do so. And everyone keeps saying about that little bell notification, so if you want to know when I post a video up, just click on that little bell wherever it is on the screen and it will let you know when I do post a video so you don't miss out. So that is it, guys. I will catch you guys in my next video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear.